Hi everyone, my name's Yvonne and how you been? So it has been a long time coming. I haven't uploaded for months and months and months, but I'm finally back and hopefully back for good and uploading more regularly because exciting life update. I have finally graduated. The 3 years of blood, sweat and tears is finally over, and yeah. So for this video we are going to do a get ready with me whilst I talk about my university experience and what it feels to have finally graduated and, you know, the ups and downs of uni life. So let's get started. We are joined by quite a few friends on my face today, so yeah, let's see if we can cover them up today whilst we get ready. Okay. So I started university in either September or October of 2020, and I was actually on a gap year from 2019 to 2020. So as you can all imagine, my gap year was kind of cut short by the breakout of COVID in March, which basically meant that the first year and a half of my uni life was all online. So having your first year online, I think there were both good sides and bad sides to it because, you know, me being a very introverted person, as we all know, I didn't have many complaints about having uni online for my first year. In the moment though, thinking back on it now, would I have wanted a freshers fair to, you know, get into the mood of you are now on campus and you are now at university? Yeah, maybe that would have been nice. And I mean, the whole, you know, interacting with people, I was fine with in my own room. That I didn't have any complaints, and I still don't have any complaints now. But like the whole acknowledging that you're now at university thing, I think that was one thing that I kind of missed out on. I mean, it's not anything big. Would it have been life-changing? Probably not, but, you know, it would have given me a kind of milestone that I've now made it to university. But yeah, that was pretty much my only complaint in year one, because I am the kind of person who likes studying on their own. I don't like study groups. I don't like going to the library. I have not set foot in a library. Every single time it was exam season, I'd hear people, you know, doing all-nighters at libraries, and I just did not understand because I'm the kind of person who can't study outside the comfort of my own home. Yeah, the one time I went to a library, I went to Morn Library, which is the closest library to my campus, and I went inside and it was a huge library. I got lost. I was trying to find the round room because, you know, that just seemed like where everyone was studying. And I thought, you know, maybe I could study there. I went inside and it said silent zone, no food, no drink, no talking. And I saw that sign and I saw everyone studying and I got scared and I turned around and left and I came straight home. So yeah, for me, I didn't really have many complaints because I didn't have a hard time adjusting, but I can see why lots of people would if you're the kind of person who needs, don't know what that was, who needs social interaction and, you know, those people who learn better inside lectures, like inside in-person lectures and seminars, group work, you know. But my course didn't have any group work. It didn't really require me to actually go out of my way to make connections. So I didn't. But yeah, I didn't think first year was too bad. But looking back on it now, yeah, maybe I should have interacted with people a bit more because I literally, when we went back to in-person learning in year 3, I went to my seminars. I didn't go to lectures because they were all recorded and put online. So I only went to my seminars, and the bare minimum is what I did. And I went to the seminars, didn't talk to anyone, just did my work and listened to the professor. And then as soon as class was over, I left campus and I came straight home. So my commute was home, 20-minute commute, and then do the seminar. And then as soon as it finished, leave. So I was probably on the tube for as long as I was at campus for. And I tried giving my parents a tour of campus like 2 weeks ago because that's when I graduated. And I got lost. Year 2, I actually asked if I could do it online because we had the choice of in person or online. So I think I either had a mix or I did it all online. Again, no complaints. I actually really enjoyed doing uni online because it was all from the comfort of my own home. I wasn't the type of person who did classes in bed because I know a lot of people did and fell asleep, but I did not. I was at my desk and yeah, I had a jolly good time with uni online. The one thing that changed in second year was that I joined Korean society, made quite a few friends there, and yeah, but it's a very different culture, I realized, because it's basically, I don't drink and I don't smoke. So yeah, fitting in, they were all drinking quite a bit, so fitting in, I felt like was a bit difficult, but I found my people, so yeah, it all worked out. And then finally, third year. Second year, not gonna lie, I probably should have worked a bit harder because I could have done a lot better. But yeah, I think I was just trying to do the bare minimum and getting away with doing the bare minimum whilst not doing awfully at academics. You know those people who say you make your lifelong friends at university? I don't think I found that. Like, my image of university was so hyped up by people around me because David met Sean at university. Like, my mum made, actually not my mum, but people always say you make lifelong friends at university. And I just felt like I'm the kind of person who needs a lot of time to get close to someone. And because you don't see the same people every single day, I thought it was more difficult to make real connections. So yeah, that was the difficult bit for me, but you know, different people have different experiences, I guess. So that was my first and second year, and then third year was all back to in-person teaching. Did I like that? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't, because we moved as well, so commuting was a lot shorter. I think throughout uni, I think I was pretty adamant on making my life miserable. Okay, let me rephrase. I felt like I was very set on trying to make it seem like university was so boring and so like a duty that you have to do. But looking back on it now, yeah, I would say I had fun. But again, I'm not the kind of person who enjoys going out and partying. So that bit I wouldn't have enjoyed, but you know, making more of, I don't know, maybe studying at a cafe or something, you know, maybe joining societies more as well, because I think I was just very set on not socializing and not interacting with people and trying to minimize that as much as possible. But my advice would be, there's a reason why that is a very common advice, but take it from someone who didn't go to those societies and didn't socialize and interact with people and build connections and, you know, just kept to themselves. If you have even a slight interest in a hobby or sport, film, I don't know, you name it, yeah, join a society. You might not like it, at first, I would say give it 3 goes and then see if you like it. If not, you can leave. And also 3rd year, I didn't do a dissertation. I just did exams. And I had my first in-person exam in like 4 years because I did a gap year, and all my exams up to that point were all online. So 1st year exams were all online. 2nd year exams were online, but not 24 hours. They had a set time that you had to do it in. And then 3rd year, most of my exams were all online with a set time limit, of course, but the environmental economics module decided to be an in-person exam, which I was not aware of when I first chose the module. And the day I became aware of the in-person exam was actually the first seminar that I attended, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, I just wanted to check if the exam was in person, online, if it was timed, because I chose specifically my modules so that they would be online exams, because in-person exams just really stress me the hell out. So yeah, that was my strategy. And then I went into the first seminar and she goes, I don't know what you're talking about because the exam is in person. And at this point, you could no longer change your modules. So I was like, but that module turned out to be one of the more fun modules that I took. But come exam day, I felt prepared, but again, not really, because I didn't really do the readings for any of my modules. If you want advice, honestly, just memorize stuff from the lectures and the seminars and you will know the basics. If it's an essay, it's slightly different because you actually do need to do some of the readings to have a bit of extra information. But in general, yeah, learning the stuff from the lectures and the seminars is enough to get you through exams, just not essay-based exams. But yeah, this was one of the ones that you could just learn the stuff from the lectures and the seminars and like actually get a good grade. So yeah, that's what I did. And then our professor had told us you can take any calculator you wanted to the exam room. So that's what I did. I took my A-level maths calculator into the exam room, and then 10 minutes into the exam, where the first part is all maths based, the invigilator comes around and she goes, you're not allowed that calculator model. Turns out you're only allowed 2 calculator models in your exam room, so please check that before you go and take an exam. So I got my calculator confiscated in the first 10 minutes and I was stressing the hell out. I was like trying to explain to the invigilator, you know, she said that we can bring any model. Turns out that there was miscommunication between, actually not miscommunication, there was no communication between our department and the exam office. I was sat there stressing out because I had to divide tens of thousands by decimals. So I thought I had to actually do the math. So I was sat there doing long ass division. And then I left the exam room and we were all trying to gather our calculators, and I hear the other people going, oh yeah, I just left it in algebraic form. I was like, I'm so screwed. I was trying to finish my essay as well. Like the second part was essay based, and oh boy, it was stressful. But I think that exam invigilator was honestly just out to get me because I was trying to write my essay like this, you know, with my elbow on the table and my head on my elbow. I don't know, I just wanted to. And then she came around and she was like, you have to sit upright because I can't see what you're doing. And I was like, that sounds very much like a you problem and not a my problem. Yeah, but she, yeah, honestly, she was out to get me because she was like, and the misconduct invigilator is over there and you can take it up with him, but you might be disqualified. I was like, woman, just go away and give me space, please. Like, but anyway, it worked out fine in the end. I got a good grade on that module, but 3rd year was slightly stressful because deadlines. I did a 3,000 word essay the day before it was due. I've never left anything that last minute before, and it stressed me out. So yeah, that was my university life experience. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, probably more so than I want to admit. I don't know why. I think I just had this thing inside my head where I was like, university must be miserable and must make your life a living hell. But actually, it was quite fun, just embrace learning, embrace socializing. Honestly, this is my opinion. I thought sixth form was harder than university level learning. It's different for everyone, but that's how I felt. But that's just different learning styles as well. You might find it harder, easier, who knows? But for me personally, I thought university style learning was easier than A levels. Probably because you have a little bit more freedom as to what's right and wrong. There's not really a wrong if you're in like humanities. As long as you explain your point well, you use the theories that you've learned in class as well. The graduation ceremony was a little bit stressful because it turns out that you had to be there an hour early. So if you're graduating next year or you're about to graduate, please arrive early, like arrive there an hour early, because I got there 30 minutes early thinking I'm going to be waiting around for so long. No. Turns out that you had to be there actually an hour early to get your graduation gown and get your seating plan. So I arrived 30 minutes early. I was running in heels to get my graduation gown, running in heels to get my invitation card that had my number on it, and it turned out that they thought I wasn't coming, so they took my name off the register, and I was one of the last people. When I say last, I mean like the very last people of the graduation ceremony to go up. I think that graduation ceremony lasted 2 hours, and my parents thought I wasn't going to be walking across the stage. So please arrive early so that you're not stressed like me, because I was running around like a headless chicken trying to see when it would be my turn. So yeah, I'll insert a picture here of my graduation ceremony and my gown. In hindsight, do I have a few regrets? Probably, but I would say overall, my time was enjoyable because I did learning. At least I graduated. That was my goal anyway, just to graduate, get a good grade. If I were to go back, yeah, I would probably do things a little bit differently. Just let yourself enjoy it and don't try to be like me and make it seem like it's a living hell and not enjoyable at all, because, if you think about it, that's the last time that you're going to have summer holidays, winter holidays, like events that with friends and not in a working setting. So try to make the most of it. If I think of anything else, I'll probably put it in a later future video. But yeah, for me, it was alright. Could have been better, but second year. One of my best friends from high school also went to King's. So in second year, I was in second year and she was in third year. So I had a year with one of my best friends, and that was really fun. I went to a graduation ceremony, and she also came to like a pre-grad gathering for me too, and gave me flowers and a present, and that was really nice with some of my friends from high school. So yeah, that was my life as a university student and a recent graduate. But as a recent graduate, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. But I'm trying to convince myself it's okay because I'm 22. But at the same time, I know many 22-year-olds who have sorted their life out and their career path. So yeah, what does the future hold? I don't know. I'm still trying to work it out. But it's okay. Life's long, exciting times ahead, but also a bit daunting. I think that one weird thing now is that when people ask me, what do you do? I can no longer say I'm a student, because I do not plan on doing a master's or a PhD anytime soon, because I'm so glad I have left the education system finally, and I am not looking to jump back into that pool anytime soon. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this probably very ranty Get Ready With Me. And now that I don't have studies distracting me what? Now that I don't have studies and essays and deadlines to meet and seminars to go to and lectures to listen to and readings to do, I now have a lot of free time on my hands. So yes, we'll be back for the near future. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this Get Ready With Me today. And that is all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and listening to me rant about my university life. And I'll hopefully see you guys all again soon. Bye!